right, guys. Now, as many of you guys know, Sonic X Shadow Generations comes out in a couple days from today, or at least a digital deluxe version, which I actually got. And I gotta be honest, this will be my game of the year. Obviously, and I might be a little biased because of Sonic, but last year when Superstars came out, that was one of the worst games I think I've almost ever played. And to me, that's the thing, my game of the year then was Spider-Man 2. That game was incredible. But this year is completely different. This game has me hyped. And not even to mention, the Sonic Generations part. If you guys do not know, Sonic Generations, that's my favorite game of all time. I love how fast you go. The classic Sonic levels are not that bad. And honestly, they are upgrading that, and they're going to make it better by giving classic Sonic the drop dash, upgrading the graphics, changing up the story a little bit, and that's what Sonic Generations needs. And to be completely honest, the normal Sonic Generations, everyone knows that it's one of the best Sonic games. Honestly, for me, it's better than Mania. Most people, it isn't, but I think for most people, it's definitely in their top 3 or at the very least 5, but I don't really want to talk about that in this video. I want to talk about the Shadow Generations part. And what I mean by that, I want to talk about why Sonic X Shadow Generations will be one of the best Sonic games. Now, I know that's a pretty bold claim considering that, first off, it's kind of just a remaster. And second, Sonic Frontiers came out, and that game was very good, and also Mania. But anyways, though, I'm going to break this down to 3 sections on why Sonic X Shadow Generations will be one of the best Sonic games ever. Now, our 3 sections are very different from each other, so I guess let's kick this off with number 1, and that is the DLC, because this game's DLC is on a roll. See, unlike Sonic Frontiers or Superstars, where it's basically just a bunch of skins, or obviously, in Sonic Frontiers, they did have 3 updates, and that Monster Hunter one where you can cook like the meat or like the steak. But to be honest, I'm not really going to count those other Frontiers DLC while comparing it to this, because again, you know, Sonic X Shadow Generations came out and it doesn't have multiple updates. So I'm talking about the face value DLC when it came out. And all these games have newspapers where you could sign up for and you get a free skin. I'm pretty sure for Frontiers it was Grindshoe, and for Superstars it was Classic Modern Amy. But for this game, it's completely, or not completely, but it is way different. See, this time around, they even have a newspaper letter, which they always have one, but it is the Jam Sonic, which is a skin that everyone loves. Not saying that no one loved the Grindshoe Sonic, of course, people love that, but this skin is very creative, different model, I love it, and I will get into some other stuff in just a minute, but not even to mention the digital deluxe, which I want to talk about this first, because this gives you so much stuff. It gives you a gallery, it gives you trios, which hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but that is the original design for Shadow, and I'm pretty sure if you pre-order the digital deluxe early, you get Adventure Sonic with the polygon form, again, incredible, and if you pre-order it physically, like on a Switch, Xbox, or PlayStation, you will get Gerald's Diary. This is how DLC works. This is how marketing should be. This is incredible. This is one of the greatest deals for a digital deluxe I think I've ever seen. And again, not even to mention, you also get the game 3 days early, sort of like Colors Ultimate, which let's not talk about that unless you want to have a seizure. But they also did a limited run, sort of like the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition, which now they have Chow figures, a CD, a statue of Sonic and Shadow on the Dreamcast, and way more, but it costs $250. Yeah, that's a lot of cash, that's a lot of moolah. What do I mean a lot? That's a lot. But again, this is how you market your game. This is the DLC people want. And I know some people are actually not happy with the Trails model in Sonic X Shadow Generations, because I don't know if I have it, but they actually did put a little teaser up on their thing. It says pre-order the game now for digital deluxe, and it shows the model. And I'm gonna be honest, well, it doesn't look the best in the world. I personally don't mind it. I think it's a solid like 6, maybe 7 out of 10, but I think people need to know that you need to be grateful for having stuff in the game, because to be completely honest, this stuff would have not happened like 10 years ago. Would have never happened. And I know I've been ranting a while, but the last DLC I want to talk, or at least one of the main ones, is the Sonic X Shadow Generations movie gameplay. And what I mean by gameplay is that this PlayStation thing, they announced that movie Shadow will be coming to Sonic X Shadow Generations on December 12th, a part of the digital deluxe pack, and what it gives you is Tokyo from the Sonic Movie 3 trailer. I don't know if you saw it. Team Sonic was fighting Shadow. They were inside of Tokyo. So you're going to be playing through that level as a movie Shadow with Keanu Reeves voicing him. Yeah, that's how you do DLC. And again, I think it's for only digital deluxe. It comes out on December 12th, right before the movie. And yeah, no, it's definitely how you do it. And again, you'll be able to play as movie Shadow in obviously the main game. Dude, I don't know, how did we get to this point where now we have movies and we have Keanu Reeves voicing a character inside of, not even a movie, inside of a Sonic game. And I think the only other thing they could have did differently is, well, add a little bit more marketing to the mobile game, the stuff, maybe like Sonic Rumble. They could add like a Doom skin, or even a Sonic Forces Speed Battle, or maybe you have like a Black Doom event instead of Sonic Speed Sim. That'd be very cool. But I know I've been yapping about this for like 5 minutes, so let's move on to the second point, which is the Dark Beginnings animation. And now, yeah, I think this is as well really pushed the marketing. And I want to by that, I think original clip was shown off at this like Q&A convention thing, and everyone got so hyped for it. And not even to mention the quality and the design of these characters is amazing. The third episode came out. I actually reacted to the first episode. If you want to check that out, I'll probably be leaving a card at the top. But the third episode just came out a while ago, and it is also incredible. I love it so much. And I'm gonna be honest, I think with the Sonic Frontiers prologue, I think the one thing they were missing was a part series. Now, to be honest, the only reason why I say that is because the Knuckles prologue was so good, but my opinion, it's second because they didn't have a part-time series. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you need parts to make it good, but Sonic X Shadow Generations Dark Beginnings, they made the parts so good. Is that it's even better since you have so much content. It's like saying, would you rather watch one episode of a really good show or 3 episodes of a really good show? I think I'd rather watch 3 instead of 1, right? But anyways, even the references inside the Dark Beginnings, I love the gun as well. And also, I know Sega doesn't want anyone hurting anyone, but I also love at the one scene where Shadow lands on the gun copter or whatever it's called, and instead of just exploding it like we did in the past, he actually just lets him go on his parachute and then explode the ship, which is very heroic of them. And I also like how it ends off on sort of a cliffhanger, because I'm going to pick up instead of the main game, so it's sort of like you should watch it before the main game, but you don't really have to, you know what I mean? But all in all, though, Dark Beginnings, I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10, or maybe even 9. It was really good. I loved it. And I think this is also a key asset to the marketing, because I gotta be honest, dude, so much lore, so much cool stuff with this. Team Dark, again, in this was incredible. I think they swapped the voice actor for Rouge. Let me know. And also, Omega in this was lovely. I loved all the characters. And I gotta be honest, I like how they're bringing back Gun, or at least in the prologue, because I think we needed some more Gun. But anyways, though, I've been yapping about these 2 points for a while. Now on to my last point, the actual game. Now, I don't want to talk about Sonic Generations, like I said at the beginning, because we all know how that plays. Very smooth. Love it so much. I want to talk about Shadow Generations. And the one reason why I actually want to talk about the main game is because I think what it's turning out to be, it's really freaking good. Obviously, we're gonna have returning characters like Metal Overlord, Mephiles, which everyone wanted. They are listening. They also have Black Doom. They also have Gun Agents, which again is not like the biggest thing in the world, but it's still there. And I think all of these, I guess I'm gonna call them cameos, all these cameos slash references, they really bring the game together. And I know it's obviously, implied that they will be in here, but even in the story trailer at the ending, where Maria and Gerald were at the end, it's honestly that's how you would be ending a story. And I'm assuming it's gonna happen at the end. Again, I've not played the game, so it's not a spoiler, but I would assume that Shadow would have to choose between Maria in the real world, and you would have to move on from Maria, and I think that is what is going to happen. But not even that, not even from the story alone, I genuinely think the gameplay of this game will be legendary. So not only does it have an open world, sort of like Bowser's Fury. If you guys don't know what that is, Mario 3D World is obviously kind of like an expansion. It's basically Sonic X Shadow Generations, but Mario. But I think that's what it should be like, and Bowser's Fury was incredible. So was Mario 3D World, which I recommend playing that game. It's incredible. Yeah, I think it will be like that, and that's what's good. And not even to mention, again, the Doom abilities will be insane with to the wings, right? To the Chaos Control, which like has a cinematic cutscene in the middle of stuff. Like, what? Even to the surfing, which I don't know if I mentioned that already, but guys, I gotta be honest, this is looking to be one of the best games of the year, or if not the best game of the year. Well, alright guys, I think just by me saying this alone, it's a great year to be a Shadow fan. Again, we have so much more projects coming, like Sonic Rumble officially on all countries, and also we have the Sonic Movie 3, which I'll be talking about in future videos because I'm very excited for that. But alrighty guys, here are all of these shoutouts from last week, guys. I've earned it. And if you guys can tell me if you're gonna buy Sonic X Shadow Generations or if you're not, I will be giving 3 of you guys a shout out in the next video. And by the way guys, I'm gonna be doing a stream for Sonic X Shadow Generations when it comes out. We'll be playing the entire game together. Do not miss that. We're gonna have the best stream in the world. Without further ado, if not already, make sure to hit that subscribe and hit the like button. And we'll see you guys next one. Peace. Thanks for watching.